Let's talk about the high maintenance splurges that are worth the money. I got this idea from my friend Maggie Sellers, who did it for beauty specifically, but this is basically all things life upgrade. First up is working with a trainer. So I worked out on my own my whole life, and then last year I hired a trainer, and it has completely catapulted my fitness journey. I'm so much stronger. I have way more muscle mass. I'm also protecting myself against injuries because I actually lift really heavy weights. So this is something that I'm so lucky that I get to do, and there's not a day that goes by that I'm not grateful for this. Number two is getting my brows done. So this is something that I have done since I was in college, okay? I never attempted to do my own brows because I have thick brows and I really wanted to optimize the shape. So going to a brow specialist who's really good at what they do is a complete game changer. Having good brows, I feel like it changes your face. Like, it makes you look so much better. The one thing that isn't worth it that I used to pay for is getting my mustache waxed. Now I just do it at home and I save all this money. I have a housekeeper who comes once a week to do our cleaning, laundry, all of that. So I actually hired a housekeeper for the first time, and she would come once a month, and that was when I was in my early 20s. And I did that because I felt that it would make my relationship with my back then boyfriend, now husband, better. And I was right. We both have had always very busy schedules, and outsourcing cleaning to a certain degree has always been helpful. So we started with once a month, and we stopped bickering when we had a cleaner and housekeeper come and start helping us once a month even. Then over time, as our schedules got even busier, we started to upgrade how often she was coming. So then we moved it to every 2 weeks, and now we have someone come every week, and it is an absolute game changer. So if you have a super packed schedule and you can afford it, I would honestly sacrifice on other things and hire a housekeeper. If cleaning is something that stresses you out, obviously. It was something that stressed me out, and I found myself getting into arguments with my husband because it was like, oh, you didn't do the laundry and you didn't do the dishes. And so this has made my life so much easier. Laser hair removal. So I don't know what my coochie was like prior to doing this, but my God, it has made my life so much easier. As a brown woman with no shortage of hair, this has saved me so much time. I just don't need to shave as often. I'm actually only halfway through my sessions, but it's made a huge difference in terms of how often I have to shave and how much hair I have. So I laser hair removed my full legs, my coochie area, and my underarms. Game changer. I'm someone who holds a ton of tension on my shoulders and neck, and I work out a lot, so I started to get bi-weekly massages. So every other Sunday I go get a massage. Oh, all the tension is gone. It's like so much more manageable. I feel so much better, and I feel like I'm also able to perform at the gym better. My ick is chipped nails, so I get my nails done every 3 weeks. I'm obsessed. I feel like it just makes me look so clean, and also, I don't know, it just makes me feel confident. One of the questions you guys ask me most is what I ask for when it comes to my hair color. And you guys, I don't ask for anything. I go to my hair colorist and tell her, make me look pretty. I'm not even joking. And then she just does her thing. And so that is why you need to have a stylist and colorist that you trust. I feel like it's a game changer. I don't want to be micromanaging my hair process because I'm not a specialist when it comes to hair. So if you can find someone who you trust, just go with inspo pictures for the first time, and then after that, they should know your aesthetic. I get facials every 4 to 6 weeks, and my skin is so much better. I don't have a ton of breakouts because my pores are constantly cleaned, and I don't know, my skin is just so much better. So I didn't start doing this up until I would say maybe a year and a half ago. When I was in my 20s, I started with like once a quarter. First it was like once a year, then it was once every 6 months, then it was once a quarter, and now I've built up to this. And I feel like this is probably the cadence I'll keep for, I want to say, the rest of my life, because I don't think I need to go more often than this. But who knows? I might change my mind. Okay, so I only get a Korean scrub once every, I don't know, 6, 8 months, whenever I feel like a little treat, okay? And I go to this place in LA, it's called Pellicure. So you have your own room, and in it they do this like whole scrub. You come out like they've just taken off layers of dead skin. It is the craziest thing. You come out, your skin is softer than a baby's butt. It is unreal and it's such a relaxing experience. Lastly, skincare. So I have always been someone who has prioritized skincare over clothes. So when I was out of college and I had a super limited budget, I always prioritized getting good skincare over, an expensive bag or shoes or whatever it was. Of course, I don't think all skincare needs to be expensive. You can pick and choose where you want to splurge and where you want to save, but whatever your skincare dream products are, I feel like that is absolutely worth the splurge because you're kind of investing in healthy skin for the rest of your life. Let me know what your high maintenance